Oh, right. I don't know if anyone's seen this kicking off. This guy, Liver King, is threatening Joe Rogan, and he's been arrested for it. Um, I don't know what over. I haven't actually seen it. I don't think for any other reason than this guy's jacked. Like, he's built like a brick shithouse. But one, so's Joe Rogan, but that don't mean nothing. Lifting weights doesn't mean you can fight, and Joe Rogan can fight. He's a high-level jiu-jitsu. I don't know whether he's black belt, but he probably is. I don't know. But yeah, he's a high-level jiu-jitsu fighter. He's a kickboxer. I saw this guy say, "I'm not trained, you're trained. And I'm going to do things that you've never... No, you're not." That's the worst thing when people say that to boxers. Yeah, well, I'm going to throw punches in a way they've never seen before. No, you're not. And boxers are trained to the best possible way to use your hands. And then you got like MMA fighters who are basically their whole body is a wet. Like, I just thought this guy was... Anyway, let's go.
Just pulling up to the capital of Texas. Guess what? You're dead.
Controversial social media star Liver King has been arrested after travelling to Texas in a bid to hunt down podcaster Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it. I weighed 190 this morning. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to go.
Brian Johnson, who goes by the handle Liver King on...
Is this guy for real? I think he's in his 50s. Joe Rogan's in his 50s. And I know he has this, like, he commentates, but he's not like... You know, Joe Rogan's not the sort of person that goes around saying, I'm going to fight this person, fight that. But he does train. But this Liver King's in his 50s. He's standing there with a wolf on his head, some space muskets, talking about Joe Rogan. I'm gonna, like, you're two 50-year-old men. And it's like, do you think Joe Rogan, like, something not right with this fella for real?
Has reportedly been charged on one count of misdemeanor terroristic threat after posting a series of rants to his Instagram profile in the lead up to meeting Joe Rogan face to face.
I gotta get ready for my fight tomorrow, technically later today. We're going to Austin. It's family day, 12 o'clock, locking it down, jet skis for the shredder fight with Joe Rogan that's happening tomorrow. Unless I'm released of it, he already knows how to do it.
Joe and Liver King have history. In 2022,
Here we go.
emails revealed Liver King had been spending thousands of dollars on steroids every month, despite his brand at the time being built around having a natural physique.
I've been on several podcasts, and when asked if I'd ever taken steroids, I've always said, no, I don't touch this stuff, not gonna touch this stuff, never touch this stuff. That was a lie.
Rogan alleged at the time that
there's no way you can look like that in your 40s. That jacked. He's preposterously jacked. Now that we know that he's full of shit, we're talking about the Liver King, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
An Austin Police Department spokesperson said that Liver King had made threats against Joe Rogan on his Instagram profile before detectives saw the influencer was traveling to Austin while continuing to make threatening statements.
Joe Rogan, could y'all tell him to watch his videos? And that $1 million, Liver King challenges you. Did you hear Joe Rogan? To a fight, $1 million, and then whoever has to pay $1 million, they donate that to a charity. And I don't know if you heard, but the after party, I'm inviting Joe Rogan to my house, his family to meet my family together, to be together after the fight. And I really hope you come. I hope that you look as good as I look.
Once arriving in Texas, Liver King posted a video with his family, sparking concerns from fans. In the clip, Johnson appeared to be talking in circles as he sipped a coffee and gripped hold of a screwdriver.
I don't know if you heard, there's free Wi-Fi this week. There's free Wi-Fi, and there's a password to it. What's the password, Rad?
Joe Rogan?
Do you know the password? Because that's incorrect. You got it wrong. Do you know the password? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, do you?
It was revealed in the video that police were waiting outside, and after Liver King gathered his belongings and hugged his family, police stationed outside the hotel promptly arrested the influencer. Johnson is currently in Travis County Jail, with the Austin Police Department saying it remains an active investigation. Joe Rogan has not made a comment on the matter as of now.
Completely makes sense, but that's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, it seemed like just a matter of time for him.
I'm guessing they took that out of context then. But yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see that, because Joe, when he was saying you'd dismantle me, he really would. You're a big muscle, like, people think muscle people are, but lifting weights doesn't mean you can fight. And also, do you know how much oxygen it takes from your body to move that thing around? And he's made up this thing like, I'm going to fight Joe Rogan for £1 million, and then Joe Rogan's going to come around. Do you know what? I'm like, like he's of, I'm guessing, of these, like, the alpha male workout, this is what a man's body should look like. Joe Rogan must really infuriate them, because people look at Joe Rogan like that when he really, I mean, he has got very masculine hobbies, and he likes fighting, and he commentates the UFC, but actually Joe Rogan is a stoner, really. Like, you watch his podcast, he doesn't put off, I'm Mr. Tough Guy, I can fight, I can do this. Like, so for these people that is their image, Joe Rogan must be very threatening to them. But he really is that guy. Like, he is trained. He is trained in martial arts. And it's like, this guy is obviously not. But I don't know why they put him in prison. They should put him in a nut house. But I saw somewhere on Something American that America should bring back mental institutions. I didn't know they got rid of them. We've got nut houses here. What's the one that Reggie Craver's in? Yeah, there's still nut houses in our thing. He's got some serious issues. His beef with Joe Rogan is that Joe Rogan said he was doing steroids, even though he come out and admitted he was doing steroids. But he's got, yeah, something ain't right there. And to film yourself putting out threats is just dumb. And especially when you're as someone who people watch their stuff, you're just asking for it. With Joe Rogan, I think was it Wesley Snipes called out Joe Rogan for a fight, and Joe Rogan just was like, "Yeah, go on then." And then he's like, "I think word got round to Wesley that actually Joe Rogan can handle himself. Joe Rogan can fight." Well, Wesley backed out. I'm sure it's Wesley Snipes, but that's what I mean. Joe Rogan didn't start that either, and he didn't go, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna crush you, I'm gonna come there," and none of that. He's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll fight you if you want to fight." Yeah. Well, although I would like to see that fight, because Joe Rogan would absolutely. Who's that other knob who always asks fighters? He's the same as that. He's a big guy and muscly, and asks UFC fighters, do they think they could beat him? So, bro, they'd destroy you. You don't fight. You lift weights up in the air and down again. You're very, very strong. But you have people who are literally, their bodies are trained to fight. They're not in shape for the sake of being in shape. The muscles they've got are the muscles they need in order to fight. Silly sausage. What a silly sausage this Liver King is. Although I would like to see that fight, to be fair. Although Joe Rogan's never going to do that. And I think this guy needs mental health help. For real. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.